exercise problem, I told you already. The exercise problems are very, very easy. Before that, you have to understand the concept and you have to remember all properties. All properties. Okay. Yesterday we discussed that. Yes, first, for example, if you see sine inverse x alone, y is equal to sine inverse x. So all x values with the domain, all y values. So input, whatever you give input, that will give domain, and whatever the output will come, that is range. Okay. So here, if you see some key properties of sine inverse x, okay, what are the key properties generally? So sine inverse x, if you see that the bounded like domain is what from where to where minus 1 comma 1. So what is the range? Range nothing but y values. From where to where? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. I said very clearly, this is called PVB, principal value branch. Okay, so completely in first exercise, they asked principal value branch. Principal value branch of sine inverse, cos inverse, like that. Okay, so what about the graph of sine inverse x? Yesterday clearly I have given here like this. So x value from where to where minus 1 to 1. So you can take minus 1 here, plus 1 here. These are the x values domain. And coming to here, uh, on y-axis, you should take minus 90 to plus 90. Y values are minus 90 to 90. So when sine 90 is plus 1 here, sine 90 is 1, sine minus 90 is minus 1 here. Okay. So this is the graph of sine inverse x, and also remember that sine inverse x is a odd function. Okay, so whatever the sine inverse x, odd function, nothing but sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. So what is the mean by odd function and even function? So if the given function f of x, so if you replace x by minus x, it is equal to minus of f of x, then given function f of x, that is y is equal to f of x, is odd function. When we can say it is even function, f of minus x is equal to again f of x, then we can say that this function is even function. Remember that any function, I already told you that sine is odd function because sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. What is the even function? Cos is even function. Cos of minus theta is equal to plus cos theta. Okay, so like that, according to this condition only we can say it is even and odd. Right? Fine. That is about here. Sine inverse is clearly odd function, and also clearly it is symmetric about what? Origin. Symmetric about origin. And also what about in its domain? Domain, whether it is sine inverse is increasing function or decreasing function. Yes, from domain means x value from where to where minus 1 to 1, minus 1 to 1. At minus 1 it is minus 1, minus 90, but slowly it is clearly increasing. So in given domain minus 1 to 1, sine inverse x is increasing. So this concept are not required for NCERT, but you should have idea. All NCERT students. Okay, clearly it is increasing function, and also clearly which is symmetric about origin. Why it is symmetric about origin? Because here 0 like here to here, like about whatever the image is there, the same image we are having here. Okay, image with respect to origin, we get the third quadrant, we get in first quadrant. Okay, just you can rotate this part. So in third quadrant it is like this. You can rotate. You can take second quadrant. Okay, if you take first quadrant, we get like that. When we rotate this part here, half of the part again, both will be coincide. Nothing but symmetric about origin. It is not symmetric about x-axis, not about y-axis, not about both axes. There are 4 concepts are there. Symmetry that you will study in IIT. Symmetric about origin, x-axis, y-axis, both axes. Circle, example circle. Circle is symmetric about both axes, because it is belongs to both the coordinate. But parabola, which is either belongs to x-axis or y-axis. Y square is equal to 4x, open right side. Nothing but on x-axis. It is belongs to x-axis, symmetric about x-axis. It is open upwards, upside, then that is symmetric about y-axis. That is just belongs to only y-axis, not belongs to other axis. Ellipse hyperbola, ellipse belongs to both axes. Symmetric about both axes. That is the meaning of symmetry. Okay, no need, just need some idea. And also, here sine inverse attains the maximum value at 1. At 1, it has maximum value, that is pi by 2. So, what is the minimum value? Minimum values which occur at minus 1, that is minus 90. So, minimum value is minus pi by 2, maximum value is pi by 2. Like sin x minimum value minus 1, maximum value plus 1. In the same way, what is the minimum and maximum value of sine inverse and sine inverse? Sine inverse is minimum value minus pi by 2. Remember that the value will give y values. Maximum value, minimum value is given by the value on y-axis. At what point? The point is represented by x value. That you have to remember. Okay? So clear. If you understood this, so you can easily say that the cos inverse, tan inverse, everything, whether it is symmetric about origin or not, what is maximum value, what is minimum value, we can say easily. Okay? Right. Then, what type of question they asked in first exercise? First exercise. Let us see the first exercise. After that, I'll give remaining properties. Nearly 30 to 40 properties are there. But NCERT proper, just only few properties are there. Not required all the properties. Right. In the first exercise 2.1, the first question is find the principal values. Find the principal values of the following. Principal values nothing but what? The value should be in terms of pi, radians. Okay. Remember that, not real numbers. Principal value they are asking, nothing but range. Range they are asking, right? Okay, fine. The first question is sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Sine inverse of minus 1 by 2, that we know that domain. So another way how to represent, another way here x is belongs to minus 1 comma 1. In another way we can written as x lesser than or equal to 1. Yesterday clearly I given all this. We can write like this, or else minus 1 lesser than or equal to x lesser than or equal to minus 1. So we can represent in three ways. One is closed interval, one is modulus, and another we can represent like this. Any one of the way you can represent, no problem. This is domain alone. So the range is minus 90 to 90. So remember everyone, principal value branch. Principal value branch nothing but range. Okay, first question, principal value of sine inverse 1 by 2. Let's see here. Y is equal to sine inverse. I am taking myself the solution. You can take the given value of y or x value, no problem. X is equal to sine inverse. Whatever your wish, either you can take x or y. So it's better to take y is equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. It is in the form of y is equal to sine inverse x. Okay, fine. So how to find the principal value branch? Is it difficult? No, not at all. So look at here. I want to take the sine inverse left side. We get sine y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Sine y is equal to minus. Okay, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 can be written as sine 30 or sine 60. Anyone?
30, sir.
Sine 30. That is, shall I write here sine pi by 6? Yes, sine 30 clearly 1 by 2. Now, can you cancel here sine? No, it is not possible. Am I right? Not possible. Don't cancel because negative, minus will be there. So then what to do? We need to cancel. We need y value here. We required y value. So for that, what to do? Here, I want to do one thing. There is a property that sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Okay. Can I apply this property? If I apply like this property, what is theta value? Pi by 6. Okay, so sine y is equal to, so this can be written as sine of minus theta, nothing but just simply can take minus inside. So this we can be written as sine of minus pi by 6. This minus take inside, minus pi by, now you can cancel. So finally, what is the y value we got? Y is equal to minus pi by 6. Y is equal to minus pi by 6 here. Next, after finding this y value, you have to write the step, the principal value branch of sine inverse, because the question which is belongs to sine inverse. What is the range principal value branch? Minus 92 plus 90. Now, is it belongs to minus 92 plus 90? Anyone? Is it belongs to that? Is minus 30 is belongs to minus 92 plus 90 or not? Yeah, you can draw this. There is, I'm taking minus 90, here plus 90, minus 90 plus 90. The interval, here this is minus 30. So is minus 30 is lies between minus 90 to plus 90 or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, then this is the answer, but you should not write directly in NCRT. You have to write here. Therefore, we know that, yeah, we know that the principal value, the other way, the range of principal value branch of sine inverse x is, you have to write close interval, yeah, nothing but this. So after this, clearly minus pi by 6, which is belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, now we can write, therefore, the principal value branch of the question. What is the question? Principal value branch of sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. Okay, we know the answer directly. Some question we can say directly also. But you should not write direct step. We should write each and every step to get the marks. Like that, you have to write each and every step. That's it. Okay, the first exercise we can do within one period. Okay, so not a difficult. The next question is, like if you see, for example, the second question they given cos inverse, cos inverse of, the second question is that they given cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Can anyone say that the answer? Cos of what value will be root 3 by 2? Cos of what theta will be root 3 by 2?
30.
Yes?
30.
30. Am I right? Okay. The answer directly here 30. Because if you take y is equal to, like this, take cos left side, cos y is equal to root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2, nothing but this can be written as cos of pi by 6. Cos get cancelled, y is equal to pi by 6. Now, this is the answer. Okay, fine. But after getting y value, you must check whether it is belongs to principal value branch of cos inverse or not. Okay, before that, we should know what is principal value branch of cos inverse. Anyone, what is principal value branch of cos inverse? Yesterday, clearly I explained with the help of the graph. Yes?
0 to 5.
Okay, 0 to pi. Is 0 to 5 is open interval or close interval?
Closed interval, sir.
Exactly.
Closed
That
interval.
is very important. There is a lot of difference between open and closed. You should remember whether it is open or closed. Yes. Here it is closed. Then what about the remaining functions? You should remember remaining functions also. Remember here shortcut, sine inverse, tan inverse, and what about other? Cosecant inverse. Sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse will be minus 92 plus 90. Minus 92 plus 90. So what are that? Sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse will be same. The interval is minus 90 to 90 only. Minus 90 to 90. But sine inverse is closed interval. It's reciprocal. Cosecant inverse also closed interval. Same value, minus 92 plus 90. But tan inverse is open interval. Remaining three like cos inverse and cot inverse and secant inverse will be 0 to pi. 0 to pi. But cos inverse is closed interval. Secant inverse is closed interval. But cot inverse is open interval. Only two values. But here the extra thing is the secant inverse is other than pi by 2. Here cosecant inverse is other than 0. Simply remember that values like that you have to remember. So here the question is which is belongs to cos inverse. We know that the cos inverse domain is closed interval 0 to pi. Now is 30 is belongs to the given interval? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is clearly belongs to given interval. So that what is the principal value branch of cos inverse root 3 by 2? The answer is pi by 6. You should write all the steps like as it is. Okay. All steps you should write like this. Okay, let us do that. We can say directly. Let us go for one more question. Cosecant inverse 2 is given. Okay. Third question. Cosecant inverse 2. Yes, cosecant inverse 2. Anyone answer is what? For what value of theta? Cosecant is 2.
30.
30. Is that right? Yes, exactly. Is 30 is belongs to cosecant inverse is what? Minus 92 plus 90. Is that belongs to that interval?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the answer then? 30.
Pi by
Okay.
6.
Yeah, let us do the negative value. All the problem we can say directly, but if it is positive value, we can say directly. But if it is negative value, we cannot say directly. Okay. For example, tan inverse, fourth question, if you see here, tan inverse minus root 3 is given. Let's do it. This is fourth. See here, first, what is our procedure? First, let us consider solution. Let us consider this as y. I am writing each and every step here. Tan inverse of minus root 3. Next, immediately what to do? Tan inverse, take left side. So, tan y is equal to minus root 3. Tan y is equal to minus root 3 means, yes, root 3. For tan
60
of,
degree.
yeah, exactly. Tan 60 means pi by 3. Can you cancel again? No. Since you should remember, tan is clearly what? Tan of minus theta is equal to what? Minus tan theta. Can you apply this property? Yes. This is in the form of this property. Apply this. This can be written as take minus inside. So tan y is clearly equal to tan of minus pi by 3. Then now we can cancel this. So y is equal to, we got minus pi by 3. Now you have to write that we know that the range range of principal value branch is, okay, what is the range of principal value branch here? Open interval or closed interval? First, interval is important. I said very clearly tan sine inverse, tan inverse same. So minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, clearly, what about here? Clearly y is equal to minus pi by 3 is belongs to open interval minus 90 to 90 or not? If you see the line here, minus 90 will be here, plus 90 will be here. Where is minus 60 will be here. So clearly minus 60 is lies between minus 90 to plus 90. So that, therefore what we can conclude here? Therefore, the principal value of, question is what? Tan inverse minus root 3 is minus pi by 3. Like that, you have to write the steps. First, what to do? Every function we can equate into, we can take as y. We can take,
Sir,
yes,
what is PVB, sir?
principal value branch. Principal value branch. Yesterday, I clearly explained about that principal value branch. Okay. Sin x having minus infinity to infinity domain. Sin x is possible from minus infinity to infinity. But if we take minus infinity to plus infinity, it is not 1, 1 with the help of horizontal line test. So that we can restrict the domain minus 90 to 90. So we can infinite intervals are there. In that I am taking minus 90 to 90 as principal value. One interval we can take as principal value branch, but I am taking as minus 90 to 90. That's the reason what I am saying, if you are absent for basic class, you may not be 100% understand the next concept. Okay, clear?
Sir,
Yes.
what is WKT?
What is?
WKT.
We know that, shortcut way I written, we know that the range of principal value branch is, so all of you try that question number 5 and tell me the answer. Question number 5
Pi by 3, sir.
is it 5 by 3? See, negative values is given minus 1 by 2. Negative values. See, look at here, cos inverse negative means in which quadrant cos is negative? Pi by 3. Pi by 3 is first quadrant, as you said. Is pi by 3 first quadrant? In first quadrant cos is negative? No. Yes or no? Cos is cannot be negative, but they give a negative value, minus 1 by 2. In which
Yes,
quadrant
sir.
cos is negative? In which quadrant?
Second quadrant.
Second and third. But what is the principal value branch of cos inverse? Principal value branch of cos inverse? 0 to?
0 to pi.
Exactly. So you should consider the values of cos in first quadrant to till second quadrant. 0 to 180 degrees. You can take any one of the value, but don't take the values in third quadrant. Okay, like that. But here clearly cos cannot be negative in first quadrant, but they given cos inverse of, the question is cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. So cos can be negative in second quadrant. The answer should be belongs to second quadrant. Nothing but what about the answer? Must be more than 90 degrees. The answer must be more than 90 degrees. Okay, in second quadrant, for what value of theta, cos will be equal to minus 1 by 2? Anyone?
2 pi by 3.
2 pi by 3? Yeah, that is the answer. That is absolutely right answer, but we cannot write directly. We know the answer, but we cannot write directly. Yes or no? So what to do for that? Simple. Same, y is equal to cos inverse minus 1 by 2, then cos y is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is equal to minus cos 1 by 2, nothing but, as he said, that pi by 3. But can you take minus inside? Can you take minus inside? We cannot. Why?
No, sir.
Because cos is even function. Cos is even function. So since we know that cos of minus theta is equal to plus cos theta. If it is minus cos theta, okay, we can take. But we cannot take inside. For that, what to do? Shall we write here? Since we know that one property is there. What is that? Cos of 180 minus theta is equal to what? 180 minus theta. 180, even 18, cos becomes cos. but plus cos or minus cos?
Minus cos.
Yeah, minus cos theta. Okay, comparing this, it is in the form of RHS. What is theta? Pi by 3. Shall I write in LHS form? Yes. So cos y is equal to, fine, we can write the cos of pi minus theta value is what? If we comparing pi by 3. Is it clear? So cos of 180 minus 60 becomes minus cos 60. So now I can cancel this cos y is equal to, this is 2 pi by 3. Yeah, then next what we have to write? Next we have to write this step. We know that the range of principal value branch of here sine inverse, but here cos inverse is, what is the principal value branch? 0, comma pi. Is it belongs to this interval? Belongs to or does not belongs? Belongs. 0 to 180, 120. 120 clearly lies between 0 to 180. So this is the answer. But you should write the steps like this. Finally, the principal value branch is like that. Having any doubts, you can ask. All questions are easy. I'll ask the question number. Okay, you can note it down that. Can anyone tell that the answer for question number 6? Tan inverse minus 1.
3 pi by 4, sir.
Tan inverse of minus 1. So let us consider y is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. First, before doing the problem, remember that you should know the principal value branch of tan inverse. What is principal value branch?
Minus 90 to plus 90.
What is the
Open
answer?
interval.
Yeah, open interval minus 9. We cannot include end values. Okay, fine. What is the answer you said? Minus 135. Okay, if you draw the principal value branch is clearly minus 92 plus 90.
Yeah,
You
minus
cannot,
40.
but if you take minus 135, minus 135 will be here, outside of the interval. It is not correct answer. Wrong. Any other?
Minus
Minus
pi by
40.
4.
Minus pi
Pi
by
by
4.
4.
Wonderful. Right answer. Because you know, tan is even function or odd function? Yes. Even function or odd function? Odd function. So odd function, then only we'll get negative value. If it is even, we don't get negative values. Okay, let's see here. So y is equal to, so tan y is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 can be written as minus tan 45 pi by 4. So now we cannot cancel directly. So since we know that tan of minus theta is equal to minus tan theta, right side is in the form of minus tan theta, take minus inside. So tan y is equal to tan of minus pi by 4, take minus inside. So now cancel, y is equal to minus pi by 4. Now is it belongs to open interval 90 to 90 or not? Minus 92 plus 90 or not? Yes, exactly. So minus 45 will be here. Minus 45. So clearly which is belongs to, what is the answer? Minus 45. So you should write the steps. Steps we can write easily. So finally outright we know that the principal value branch of tan inverse is open interval minus 90 to plus 90. Clearly y is equal to minus pi by 4 belongs to that interval. Hence or therefore the answer will be what? Minus pi by 4. The principal value of tan inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 4. In the same way, can you tell me directly, next question, secant inverse 2 by root 3? Secant inverse 2 by root 3 answer. First, can anyone tell that what is principal value branch of secant inverse?
0 to pi.
0 to pi open interval or closed interval?
Closed interval, sir.
Closed interval 0 to pi except 90. Yes or no? Except 9. That is the only difference. Cos and secant. Because secant 90 undefined, so that we can, other than that 90. We should not consider 90. Secant 90 undefined, so that other than that 90, so 0 to fine. The answer is what then? For what value of theta secant will be 2 by root 3?
Pi by
Yes.
6.
What is y pi by 6? Yes. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Secant 30 is 2 by root 3. So clearly pi by 6 is pi by 6 belongs to this interval 0 to pi except pi by 2. Is it belongs
Yes,
to this
sir.
interval? Yes, obviously. The answer is what? Pi by 6. Can anyone having any doubts? If you understood this, you can easily understood that calculus part, integration, differentiation, very easy. Many of the questions are there based on this. Okay, clear, fine. So pi by 6 answer. Next question, question number 8, cot inverse root 3. Y is equal to cot inverse.
Pi by 6, sir. For that also pi by 6, sir.
So root 3, cot of what value will be root 3? Yes. Root 3 means pi by, is it pi by
6, sir.
6?
Yes, sir.
Exactly, pi by 6. Okay, what is the principal value branch of cot inverse? Again, cot inverse. I said that cos, cot will be same. But
0
cos
to
will
pi
be,
minus 90.
yes, for cos will be closed interval. Cos will be closed interval 0 to pi. Cot inverse open interval. So, is it belongs to open interval 0 to pi? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So, this is the answer for question number 8. Question number 9. I'm writing directly, steps you can write. So, cos inverse minus 1 by root 2. See, cos. First, what is the principal value branch of cos? Close interval 0 to pi. Now, here negative. Cos is negative in which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, for what value of theta it is minus 1 by root 2?
3 pi by 4, sir.
Yes, exactly. So, 45 is 1 by root 2. 45 plus 90, 135. So, 135 nothing but 3 into pi by 4. 3 into 45 is 135. Am I right? Simply remember that the values in first quadrant, second quadrant. Here it is negative. Negative nothing but cos negative second quadrant. Don't think about other like tan, sine, because those functions are odd functions. Cos only even. Cos only even so that we can think second quadrant. If tan is negative, we get minus of that first quadrant value. Sine inverse is negative, for example, sine inverse of root 3. For example, here will be there. Sine inverse of, I'm giving root 3 by 2, minus root 3 by 2. So what is the answer? Sine is negative. Sorry, sine is odd function. The answer is minus will come. Root 3 by 2 means 5 by 3, 60. Sine minus 60 is minus root 3 by 2. That's it. Tan of, you can take tan of any value like minus 1 by root 3 is there. Okay, minus 1 by root 3. So minus means tan is odd function. The angle will be minus minus. Okay, 1 by root 3 is what? Pi by 6. Am I right? This is the answer. This is the answer which is clearly belongs to minus 90 to 90 we can take, but cos you should not take. Cos is even. Okay, fine. So here the answer is what? Y is equal to minus 135. That can be written 3 pi by 4 clearly which is belongs to 0 to, sorry, 3 pi by 4 which is belongs to 0 to pi. Not minus. 3 pi by 4. 135 lies between 0 to 180. That's it. Okay. So this is the last question. One more question is there. Uh, 1 minute, students. Hello. Yeah, dear students, next period is physics.